Well, the day has finally arrived. Our wonderful, huge cornfield is ready to harvest. And so is our our sunflower field there, and our soybean field down there. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. Uh, I have some news about some equipment. I made a little bit of a change here. Somebody recommended, I think it was 2 videos ago, they recommended this New Holland FP240, so I got that with the corn header. I'm hoping that it will work well with this New Holland forage box, and hey, check it out, the pipe is not crazy high, so it should actually throw in there fine. Um, I think what I'm going to do first, though, is run up and get a corn header for this. I was thinking I might just lease one. There's not one that's historically accurate to this machine. There might be a pack out there somewhere, but I wasn't able to find it, so I'm just going to lease the most appropriate modern size one for this machine, and then we'll use it on both the sunflowers, and we will do probably the headland on the corn with this to get some corn grain, and then we'll get some corn silage as well. I know this is going to be one of those in-game day / months that ends up being multiple episodes for the series. Hopefully people are willing to be patient with that rather than chop it up into a bunch of time lapses or something. I'm probably just gonna play it, and hopefully people will stick around. So let's go ahead and get. I think this corn header here makes the most sense because this one over here is way too big. But I think this 6 meter will work for our existing. So it's going to cost us just under $3,000 per day, and so I'll concentrate on using it today. Well, this morning, I guess. And then we will. Oh dear, tell me this is going to work. Actually, the mouth looks too big. It may not work. Please work, please work, please work. Whew. Scared me there for a second. Alright, and that doesn't fold up, does it? No. Alright. So we will do the headland on the corn first. Oh, 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 wow. Alright, well, I didn't account for that. I don't know what to do now. I don't know if we should look for a corn header from a different brand. I might have like a smaller one from the from a different pack. Well, I guess we can return that lease. Yeah, nothing like wasting $2,000. Well, I'm gonna try to see. We should have an older New Holland mod available, and I could just throw the New Holland corn header on here. I've never even looked for that. I've never even looked to make sure that I had enough power to run the header. Never even occurred to me. Okay, so we will quit out of here. Yes, I really want to. And then we will go back in. So we've got a bunch of mods here that we're not using alongside the ones that we are. But there was a New Holland. Yeah, this, I'm going to guess, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that will work. But I will test it in the parking lot of the dealer before I start hauling it down the field, into the field. I've used this on a John Deere before, so, or maybe that was the other way around. Maybe I used John Deere on a New Holland. Anyways, because it's from the same era, it should be within the power band of this. Sorry about the load time here. Hopefully, people will be patient and understanding that sometimes episodes don't go exactly as planned. Wow, we're going literally, I was going to say we're going 1% at a time, but we'll head back up there. Corn header. All right, so the 4-row, it doesn't have a power requirement. 8-row, 12-row. I feel like 6-row design. All right, that's fine. Actually, since it's only 7,600, maybe we just go ahead and buy it. I don't know. Let's lease it, and if it works, then we can talk about maybe buying it later on. This farm is one of those where the gosh. It's like, oh, we have plenty of money. Oh no. Whew. Okay, does it run? It does. Okay. Well, it's not perfect, and it's going to ruin some screenshots, but this looks like a good size for the machine. I should just turn traffic off. I never pay attention, and I always drive like I'm the only one here. I wish that they would make it so that you could... I know this is silly. If I knew how to mod, I think it would be really cool to have like different packs of traffic, like different skins for the traffic, and then let you pick between those skins. Like, even if each one was like 10 different vehicles and you had like an American or European or something, like those, seeing those little old-timey European cars just doesn't really work for this playthrough, you know? Alright. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Alright, so far so good. This is gonna take a few minutes. Maybe I should have gone the other way around the field. This field's a little bit backwards for some reason. Okay, so our yield is... looks like it's going to be around 1,000 per half, 2,000 per lap. Should be pretty nice yield. What I would like to do is put this Headlandsworth into the silo for just grain that we can sell off at some point. But then I want to make a good bit of corn silage. I think that'd be... even though the game doesn't differentiate, like the cows won't know the difference, it won't affect their diet or productivity. I feel like for roleplay's sake, I like the idea of throwing some corn silage in the middle of of this. Well, we had a little bit of a snafu there at the beginning, but we're up and at 'em now. I like that. Wow, 50% on the schnoz. So we will not make it all the way back. I should have just gone back on this side, but I want to do the headland. Not that we really need help turning around in a field that's out in the middle of nothing like this, but I want to get all the way around, get back up to the top there, and then get that silage, corn silage harvester going. I want to see, hopefully it works. I haven't tested it. I probably should have tested it off recording, but what is going on here? Really? Just this one little, like, what is that, seven stalks? Oh my gosh. Reverse is 2 miles an hour. Okay, mental note, don't ever reverse again. If you can help it. I don't know if maybe that's because we were engaged. I bet it would go faster if I disengaged. Wow, we're at 70%? That's crazy. That is actually pretty awesome. So, we have a grain truck on this save. Oh, remember when I said never back up again? Oh, maybe it was because it was uphill. So we'll go get our grain truck here, and when we get to 100%, really, 2, I'm not coming back for them. They can get plowed over for next year. 84. This is pretty cool. This is going to be a job. I mean, I don't know how much of this we're going to be able to do in a given day. Oh boy. We might have to do this little hill on the downslope. It is really struggling. Is it because we're running into the hill, or is it because of, is it a power issue? I can't tell. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it the pitch of the header, or is it just a lack of power? It's probably a lack of power. Okay, we will move around like so. Stop. Just sit on the hill. What is wrong with the brakes? Okay, I'm just gonna tab away before I go crazy. We need this guy. So I did get a cattle trailer and haul 2 of our Angus cows up there. In between episodes, I was just monkeying around, making sure that that worked. So we will take the other Angus cows and sell them once we have more cows over here. Like, we're gonna take the calves over there, calves and heifers. That's the idea, anyways. This thing's such a runner. Good night. Like this truck. Okay, and then have to hop over here. It seriously... Wow, that's weird. Look at that. Grain gold. Corn looks so good on this game. This looks like you could take a handful and eat it. I know there's some mods out there that allow you to do ear corn and stuff like that. And there are definitely farm sim YouTubers that are a little more adventurous when it comes to using things like that. It's just not really my... Gosh, this is terrible. Not really my forte to mess around with more advanced mods. I mean, you could do probably the ear corn mod and the Maize Plus mod and some of the advanced like food type mods and really make a pretty realistic farm. Okay, I had no idea this was going to go this slow. I'm glad it doesn't do this slow on the whole field. Just this uphill section here that's driving me crazy. Literally 2 miles an hour. Oh, gosh. Alright. Well, I'm glad we didn't do the field that way. Oh, no. I don't know if it's going to let us do the front half of the headland up here. It's really not bad when it's running properly, but see how it does in this uphill section. I think it would be faster to turn it off, drive up, turn around, and go downhill. Oh, heavens. That's terrible. Even just leveling out that little bit is enough to make it run so much better. And I don't know if that's header related, if that's combine related, or if it's just... almost said altitude. Would that be altitude? Well, you know what I mean. The hill. Okay. Tab, 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 tabby, tab, tab. There it is. Spent literal months looking forward to this corn harvest, and now I'm like, it's too slow. Huh? Oh, I got back in the truck. No, get in the combine. There we go. Alright. So we have a whole lot more of that to do, but for now, I want to try... I need to get rid of that bush. That's silly that that's still there. Okay, so this hitch is right behind... it's almost perfectly straight back. There we go. Wow. First time for everything. I never get that. Okay, this is an award-winning setup right here. Look at this. New Holland. Looking really clean. We're going to go down on this left side because it'll be easier to go counterclockwise. And... oh wait, we want... what? Unfold the pipe. Okay. I was hitting C, which was changing my camera. Yikes. Okay. Alright. The animation is a little trippy, but it's doing the job as requested. Look at that. We're getting corn chaff. Quite a bit of it, actually. Let's take a look in the wagon. Seems to be filling up at a proper rate as well. Very nice. Let's get the silo in the background. don't know if I'll use that image, but better to have it and not need it. Alright, 6 miles an hour feels comfortable as well. We go that downhill right now. Let's see if it does the same coming uphill. I don't know how much of this I want to put in as silage and how much of it I want to put in as grain, but I'd like a good bit of corn silage in there. And I don't know if I'll do corn again. The bummer with doing corn is you have to plow the next year. So when you commit to it, you're kind of committing a good bit of work to it. Although, to be fair, I think I plowed my other fields as well. Alright, this is going to be the real test here. Test of the tractor. 5 going uphill. 4. It wants to do 5. Oh, 3. Still faster than the combine. 3, 4. Optimistic at times. So we're at 40% at about the halfway point. Oh, I missed the spot. That turn is kind of challenging. I guess I should probably shut it off and turn to the outside rather than trying to turn into the crop. That doesn't seem very accurate to turn into the crop. Moving right along. Seems like this yield is maybe a bit uneven. I don't know. Why am I missing so much all of a sudden? It's like the hillside is playing tricks on me. This is gonna take a really long time. Remember what I said down at the other side? This is proof that I have learned absolutely nothing from what I told you. Oh, but on second thought, it's going to be really hard to go up and down like that, right? I wonder how they do that in real life. I guess you just keep going around the outside. Because you wouldn't drive down the middle. That wouldn't make any sense. You would run over a couple rows. But this way, you don't run over any. We have to keep an eye on this wagon and see if it stops filling like it did with the grass. It's like around 21,000. It just stops. Right. Yeah, right there it quits. Alright, we will leave the wagon there. Leave the chopper here. We'll haul our fresh load of corn silage up to the farm. Boy, that feels pretty good, not gonna lie. Feels pretty good. One of these days, I'm just going to take some time and do some new terraforming over here. Because I just did it very slapdash and didn't finish. Okay, so we're going to overload the chaff. And while that's dumping in, we're going to go to the productions. And here where it says chaff silage, we are going to activate. So we're out of grass, so we can deactivate that. But we're at 164,000 silage, which is very good. Wow, look at that. I know it doesn't look a lot different than grass going in, but it's still pretty sweet. All things considered. I always want to take a new screenshot of this. You would think I would get sick of it, but it just looks so cool. And with the red tractor and the orange leaves and the silo right there, just very good. However, I do think I'm going to go ahead and leave the episode here for you all. Thanks for watching along. If you made it to the end, I especially thank you. We're working on watch time and retention here on the channel. So I appreciate you being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. We'll be doing more of the same job, as you might imagine. Bye for now.